All right, so in this video, we're going to do the price analysis for March 15th for Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance Coin, Cardano, Polkadot, XRP, Uniswap, Litecoin, Chainlink, and Bitcoin Cash. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, Win with Ryan, where we cover the highlights and also the headlines for the crypto markets. Let's go ahead and get started today. We're going to cover some price analysis for the top 10 cryptos. Here we go. Bitcoin's rejection at its all-time high and a negative divergence on the RSI suggests that BTC's bullish momentum could be weakening and altcoins may see profit booking as a result. In 2017, Bitcoin BTC bull run was led by retail traders, long-term crypto believers, and Bitcoin whales. However, the tide turned in 2020 as institutional investors became the catalyst of the latest crypto bull run. However, data compiled by JP Morgan Chase shows that retail traders have made a strong comeback in the first quarter of this year. JP Morgan analysts used data from Square and PayPal to determine that retail investors bought 187,426 Bitcoin for Q1 of 2021, which is more than institutional purchases of 172,684 Bitcoin during the same period. While this data may not be bulletproof, it gives good overview for the underlying sentiment for both parties. Recent data from CoinMarketCap shows that the total volume of crypto transactions from major South Korean crypto exchanges during a 24-hour period on Sunday was $14.6 billion, eclipsing the $14.5 billion handled by South Korea's Composite Stock Price Index on March 12th. While increased participation is a positive sign, a strong bull market also attracts several weak hands who dump their positions on every minor news and event. This could lead to increased volatility in the short term. So let's study the charts of the top 10 cryptocurrencies to spot the critical support and resistance levels that may attract traders. BTC USD, Bitcoin broke out of its all-time high of $61,825 on March 13th, but this rally did not attract further buying from traders. On the contrary, traders booked profits after the rally as the price has dipped back to the breakout level of $58,341 as of today. However, a minor positive is that the bulls are still attempting to defend the 20-day exponential moving average of 53,231. If the price rebounds off the 20-day EMA, the bulls will try to drive the price above $61,825. If they manage to do so, the next leg of the uptrend goes to $72,112. While the rising moving averages favored the bulls, the negative divergence on the relative strength index suggests that bullish momentum has weakened. The bears will see an opportunity if the Bitcoin USD pair dips and sustains below the 20-day EMA. The next support on the downside is the 50-day simple moving average of $46,504, and then the critical swing low of $43,006. Let's take a look at the chart. All right, so here we have the daily chart for BTC. Hey, by the way, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We are currently at 772 subscribers. We are working our way to 800, and we really, really need your support. We are going to be covering the latest headlines coming in the crypto. So if you want to keep up to date, simply click that subscribe button, help the channel grow. We really appreciate it. So on the daily chart here, as you can see, we did make that run up to the previous all-time high, which was last week. And then we had a major sell-off by a lot of the Bitcoin whales who were profit booking as far as that goes. The price came back down. It did actually dip below the 20-day moving and nearly hit the 50-day simple average. But then boom, it went ahead and took off again. We hit our new all-time high. Again, we're seeing our drop down below another pullback. So this has been a trend as of late where we run up above a new all-time high and then have a pullback. So let's see where this one goes. 72,000 is in the sights for Bitcoin. We are holding strong here at the Win with Ryan channel. So let's go ahead and hold strong. If you're buying the dips, congratulations. ETH USD. Ether's ETH sharp rise on March 13th could not sustain the momentum and retest the all-time high of $2,040. This could have attracted profit booking from momentum traders, which has resulted in a drop to the 20-day EMA of $1,729. If the bears utilize this opportunity and sink the price below the moving averages, the selling could intensify. That could result in a decline to 1,455 and then to the critical support of 1,289. The 20-day EMA is flattening and the RSI has dropped below 53, indicating the balance between supply and demand. This neutral to negative view will be negated if the ETH USD pair rebounds off of the moving average and surges above the all-time high. This could start the next leg of the uptrend, which may reach $2,614. Let's take a look at the chart. All right, so here we have the daily chart for Ether. As you can see, it came up and it did hit its new all-time high, came down on its retracement to that nice support level, ran back up, almost pushing up to the next new all-time high, but instead it kind of weakened out. It fizzled down to the 20-day moving average. So now it has rebounded off of the average on the daily chart. So let's see if we can get this thing to rebound fully and make its push up above the previous all-time high and then on up to the $2,600. BNB USD, Binance coin BNB could not sustain above the $309 overhead resistance on March 11th. This could have attracted profit booking from traders, which has resulted in a pullback to the 20-day EMA of $245 today. The bulls are currently trying to defend the 20-day EMA. A strong rebound off this support will suggest aggressive buying on the dips. The bulls will then try again to push the price above $309. If they succeed, a retest of the all-time high is possible. A breakout of this resistance could start the next leg of the uptrend and reach $410. Alternatively, if the BNB USD pair breaks below the 20-day EMA, short-term traders may book profits that could pull the price down all the way to $189. Let's look at the chart. All right, so here we have the Binance coin daily chart. You can see that it did run up and it hit that new all-time high just a couple of weeks ago. It has been coming back down to the support level and then staying on the actual 20-day moving average very, very closely, has not broken below that, which is a good sign. We do have the uptrend and the uptrend here. The only thing we're seeing that's a little bit negative is this downtrend in the RSI. We need to see that move back up if you're bullish on Binance coin. ADA USD, Cardano ADA has been trading inside the $1.03 to $1.23 range for the past few days. The altcoin slipped below the range on March 13th, but made a strong comeback on the same day itself. Today, the price has again dipped below the support of the range. While the bulls have been defending the $1.03 support for the past 3 days, the bears have not allowed the price to rise above the 20-day EMA of $1.08. This suggests that the bears are attempting to make a comeback. If the ADA USD pair closes below the range, it will enhance the prospects of a deeper correction to the 50-day SMA of 87 cents. And if this support also cracks, the decline could extend all the way to 80 cents and then even to 70 cents. Contrary to this assumption, if the price turns up and breaks above the 20-day EMA, the pair could rally to $1.23, and then we were on pace to $1.50, and really the target right now is $2. We've been tracing Cardano now for quite some time. By the way, this is not financial advice. This is just financial education. We're just going over some charts and education here, but we do own Cardano here at the channel. We really like Cardano. We see it going to $2. So we're really hoping that this thing keeps on rallying up strong. Let's take a look at the chart. Okay, so here is what we have going on. As you can see, the chart, we have the daily chart. It ran up and it was running up nicely, okay? But what was happening is a negative divergent down here. So you can see the price was high and it was going low. It was like actually heading down on the RSI, but the price kept going up. That is a bad sign. That usually indicates, it's an indicator that there is going to be a sell-off, because the excitement for the coin is not the same as the price of the coin. So with that being the case, it did come down. Came down, it never actually wicked, or it never actually full body closed below the 20-day EMA until 4 days ago, when it came down and it hit this new support line that it's created. And it is currently pacing Because the 20-day is starting to round down even, it may come back and tap this 50-day moving average, which is about 87, 90 cents-ish over the next couple of days. Or if we get into the bullish run, if people get back on the Cardano bandwagon, we can jump this thing back up and make the next bull run up to $1.50. USD, although the bulls have successfully defended the 20-day EMA of $34.79 in the past few days, they have not been able to push Polkadot DOT above $37.50 to the $40 overhead resistance zone, and this suggests that the demand dries up at the higher level. The flattening 20-day EMA and the RSI below 53 suggests that bulls may be losing their grip. If this price sustains below the 20-day EMA, the selling could intensify as the short-term traders may rush to the exit. This could pull the DOT USD pair down to the 50-day simple moving average to $28.73. This bearish view will invalidate if the price turns up from the current level and breaks out of the $40 to $42 range. Such a move could start the next leg of the uptrend to the $52.50. All right, so here's the DOT USD pair. As you can see, the price was doing a nice move up, and now it's just coming into a consolidation. It is in a triangle pattern here. So we're going to see whether this thing closes above or below that triangle. The RSI is very much in the midpoint. It's at 52 right now. It is heading down. All right. So the price is heading down. The RSI is also heading down. So everything looks great, but we just need to see some more positive buys coming into the market for Polkadot so it can make its next move up and then continue up to the $45, then the $50 range. XRP USD. XRP attempted to rise above the 20-day EMA of 45 cents on March 13th, but failed, which shows that the bears are trying to gain the upper hand. If the sellers can sink the price below 42 cents, the altcoin could drop to 35 cents. The 20-day EMA is sloping down marginally, and the RSI is trading in the negative territory, which suggests minor advantage to the bears. The bearish view will be negated if the bulls can push the price above the overhead resistance of 50 cents. Such a move could attract buyers who may then try to propel the XRP USD price to 65 cents. So as you can see here on the XRP chart, this thing has just been an absolute mess. I mean, the price, the RSI, the moving averages is crisscrossing everywhere. So got to be very careful with XRP. Got to be very, very on top of it. You got to be watching what's going on. Right now, it is not looking very bullish for the coin at the moment. As you can see, the 50 moving average, the last couple of days, the entire body has closed below that. It is also closing below the 20-day moving average. The 20-day moving average is starting to slope down. RSI is in the negative. So if you're a trader in this position, you are looking for shorts in the market. Does not look very bullish. It may look like it's going to come back down here, tap this 35 cents where it's been a major support level recently, and then see if it takes off. But if some positive momentum comes in, some actual buyers come into the market, we could see it turn around and head back up to the 65 cent mark. UNI USD, Uniswap. UNI again turned down from the $33 to the $34 overhead resistance zone on March 14th, which shows the bears are active at higher levels. The bulls will now try to defend the 20-day EMA of $28.70. A strong rebound off the 20-day EMA will suggest that the sentiment remains bullish and traders are buying on the dips. If the UNI USD pair breaks above the overhead resistance zone, the next leg of the uptrend could begin. However, the negative divergence on the RSI suggests bullish momentum may be waning. If the bears sink and sustain the price below the 20-day EMA, a deeper correction to the 50-day simple moving average of $23.40 is possible. So here is the daily chart for UNI. And as you can see here, it is on a nice uptrend with the 20-day moving average. Then you have the 50-day moving average over here. Right now, it is doing a little bit of a pullback. It went and hit this new high, came back down. It's trying to tap off of here. The only thing that worries me is there is a negative divergence, and also this is not shooting up anymore. It is starting to mellow out and chill and go sideways, right? We don't want to trade sideways. We want to trade running up. However, we will watch this over the next couple of days. There's big news, in the markets right now. Uniswap is getting a lot of usage. If you're buying any of these other coins that you can't find on these major exchanges, Uniswap is what everybody is using. So it's, you know, we'll see what happens over the next couple of days. Just keep an eye on it. And I'm very bullish on Uniswap myself. It has been doing a very, very nice run up, but always there is a correction and then the continuation of the actual coin. LTC USD Litecoins. LTC breaks above $205 on March 12th, sustained its momentum on March 13th, but the bulls could not reach the 246.96. The altcoin turned down from $230, which shows the traders are exiting their positions on rally. The bears are trying to pull the price back below the 20-day EMA of $197, while the bulls are trying to defend it. The flattening 20-day EMA and the RSI above 52 suggests a balance between supply and demand. The equilibrium will tilt in favor of the bulls if they can propel the price above 246. Conversely, the bears will gain an upper hand if the LTC USD pair breaks and closes below the uptrend line. So let's take a look at this chart. All right, so here we have our chart. Now this one has been a little bit choppy as well. You can see the moving averages. They are moving quite crazy, but you have the uptrend line, and it's been consistent with this uptrend line for quite some time. It's been coming down, tapping it, running back up, coming down, tapping it, running back up. So as you notice though, usually it gets pretty far away from the trend line before it makes a return. Right now, this one has not really broke above a significant amount above the trend line. So we'll see where this goes over the next couple of days. Just pay close attention to Litecoin. If it comes down and hits this trend line and then breaks below it, be very, very wary that it could break all the way back down to the support level. But if it comes and rebounds off that, this may be a very good entry spot if you're looking for some buys. So we'll have to take a look at Litecoin in the future. Link USD, Chainlink. Link has broken below the moving averages and the trend line of the ascending triangle, which indicates that the bullish setup, traders who had purchased before the breakout might cover their positions, and that could result in a fall to $24. The flat moving averages in the RSI below the center also point to a possible range-bound action in the near term with a negative bias. The trend will turn in favor of the bears if they can sustain the price below $24. This bearish view will invalidate if the price turns up from the current levels and rises above $32. Such a move will suggest that the current break below moving averages was a bear trap. So here we have the Link pair daily chart. It made a nice run up to above $36 to $37-ish. Came down, it came really far down, right? I mean, that was a massive sell-off. Came to a great support line. Then it came up and it's just been consolidating in this area. Very dangerous for trading. It does have a current uptrend in the short term, right? Short-term uptrend. However, it did have a massive candle body close below the 20 and the 50 and the trend line, indicating that it's looking like a negative view for the next little bit here. Also, the RSI all the way down at 45. So looking for this to bounce back off and then go back up in a positive way. So let's take a look and see if this is going to make a run all the way to this $24 new support, or if it's going to rebound before then. BCH USD, Bitcoin Cash, BCH surged above $560 overhead resistance on March 13th, but the bulls could not build on this breakout. The price quietly turned around on March 14th, and the bears dragged it back below the breakout level of $560. The sharp reversal could have trapped the aggressive bulls who were expecting the BCH pair to rally all the way to $631 and then to $745. If the price sustains below the 50-day simple moving average, it increases the possibility of a fall to $480 and then $440. The flat moving averages and the RSI just below the midpoint indicate a balance between supply and demand. The bulls will gain the upper hand if they can propel the price above 609, and the bears will be in the advantage if they break it below $440. The views and opinions expressed here are solely those of the author and do not necessarily reflect the views of Cointelegraph. Every investment trade move involves risk. You should conduct your own research when making a decision. Let's look at the chart. All right, so here you have the daily chart for Bitcoin Cash. Made a nice run up. You can see it got exhausted and then had major sell-off. Came all the way down below the 20-day and the 50-day moving average, starting to battle back a little bit. sitting in there in a consolidation mode. And then also down here with your RSI, very low at a 46. We can see if it comes down a little bit. Usually when they come to the 40, we'll see a little bit of a rise back up. So just keep an eye on Bitcoin Cash. All right, guys. So that is the March 15th price analysis by Rakesh Apadehi. Please subscribe to the channel. You do not want to miss out on the upcoming content, all the headlines on the crypto universe. Thank you guys so much. We are on our way to 800. If you can help us out, I would really, really greatly appreciate it. Talk to you later.